So you've created your website and funnels, and now you want to show better on Google, and your pages have to, rank very well there. So SEO is important part. SEO is search engine optimization, and it is important for when you want to rank for specific keywords, to look very well when somebody shares your pages, and in general for visibility on the web. So how do you do these things? And it's actually very easy. So for example, for page SEO, on-page SEO, how do you do that for, let's say, this page, our homepage? All you have to do is click on the website settings, and you have the page SEO section. There you see that you have the page title and meta description. So this is the meta title and meta descriptions, which will show in Google when somebody searches you, which is the title and the description below. So these are very, very important. As you can see, you have some orange line below that. So this indicates the optimal length of your heading and your description. So when it's optimal enough in space, so it's good to take all the real estate, it will go into green. If you go over that, it will go into red because it's too long and it will be cut off. So basically keep it in the orange green zone. What is the idea behind the title? The idea behind the title is to be something very catchy and to have some of the keywords that are very important for your business. So for example, if you're, web design agency and your main idea is to get traffic for, web design agency. So it's nice to have web design agency inside the heading and inside the meta description, because you rank better for Google because you have these keywords inside the title, description, and it's also important to have them throughout your website and throughout this page. So the H tag, for example, you have to have something connected with that in the descriptions, in the H2 and 3 and 4 titles as well. Because if you have content rich of keywords, content rich on keywords, that's good for when you're ranking, for a specific keyword. So this is very easy, and you can do it for the title and description. Keep it very well structured, very compelling text, and try to include some keywords and try to include them in the first positions of the text that you're adding. Also, you have the option to add the page in the sitemap or remove it. So if it's added to the sitemap, it will be indexed by Google. So it is important, if you want to show this page on the web, to have this selected. And also the share image. This is if you share the image into any social media or any, let's say, Skype as well, it shows this image. So it is important to have a really nice, compelling image with some call to action maybe to get more attention and to get more clicks. So these are some of the basics about the SEO, about the title and description. You can do that for every page. So this was for the homepage, but if let's say that you want to do it for the template section, all you have to do is click on show settings, and again, page SEO. Just add the meta title, the meta description, add to the sitemap, share image if you want to use a different share image for that page in general. If you want to add a share image for the builder, for the website itself, all you have to do is go into the general settings and you can add a social sharing image that will be shared between all the pages of your website, not just the individual pages. And what else you can do for the design? So let's say that we have created a website where is focused on real estate. So you have the headlines, which are very important. That's why we have the headline and the text widgets. So this is a headline. In this case, our main one has to be the H1. And there you have to have the most compelling text, first of all, to capture the attention of the customer that is visiting the page, but also to have some keywords in it, such as if it's real estate, like best real estate agency in, let's say, in California, and you'll be ranking very well if you include this, best, real estate agency, for example, in California, and if you have in the title and description, that will indicate that this is a website specifically about, real estate agency in California. So keep it as well in the other text throughout your pages, so with Google when indexes or any other search engine to understand that it's very important messaging that you have, that you know, you're an agency in California, and people, when you're searching, you'll be ranking better for that matter. So you can do that with the H tags throughout and add keywords in them. So structurize your content, H1 to H4. It's important depending on the weight of these headlines. And also, obviously, the normal content. Have really nice and readable content. Don't overcrowd the content with too much sentences. This is kind of too much again for this, maybe because it's like a summary about the person, but in general it's not good to have a lot of sentences on a page. Leave that for the blog, and blog is great for organic traffic because you can have more keywords there and more context, content in general. But the pages itself has to be straightforward to the call to action, giving enough information and using the H tags and paragraphs to rank for specific keywords. Another thing that you can do for SEO is you can add out image description of each image widget, of course. So you can go and just double click, add the description, something of, you know, a few words explaining the image. It's good to have keywords as well, because that can rank in Google search for images, for example, and people can find your website this way. So it is another source of traffic organically. But yeah, you can do it only for image widget, because yeah, people can actually find this image on the web. So this is how simple it is. Basically, the meta title, descriptions, the H tags, and structure of your content, and the content is obviously the king, and the image out descriptions. What are some of the tricks when it comes to ranking on very good places? First of all, your website has to be fast, your pages has to be fast. It can be a funnel as well. So it is important to be fast. So don't make it too heavy on the scripts and the images. Usually we compress them, but you can also use some tools to compress them even further if you wish, to speed up the process. Another important thing is that make sure that the content that you provide is relevant and people actually use the page, find the information that they need, so that they don't just visit and leave the page, because that's an indication to Google that the information that you provide is not accurate to what is inside the page, and what people are actually searching for. So it is important that when a person lands on your page, they make interaction. They stay on the page, they read something, or go to another page of your website. That means that they found some, you know, information and call to action, and they went to another step. So these are important parts to consider when you're building, you know, trying to build your pages and websites for organic and for, you know, SEO in general. So yeah, these are some of the basics: the titles, the descriptions, the H tags, the image descriptions. In general, focus on content, provide really nice and readable websites and pages and funnels, and yeah, you have great results in SEO. That's about it. Of course, there is different things about off-page SEO, such as links to your domains, to your funnels, to your websites, which ranks you better and you'll get into better places. But when it comes to the website and page part, this is the things that you can do to ensure that you rank well in Google and other search engines, of course.